Hey everybody! This week we're going to continue to kind of travel through Holy Week. Last week we talked about the Lord's Prayer and the Last Supper, which is what we celebrate on Monday, Thursday, and today we're going to kind of move to Good Friday, and this is something I totally planned while I was making these videos. So go ahead and listen to the story. This story is found in the Bible. Jesus was crucified on a cross between two men who were being punished for stealing other people's things. A Roman soldier nailed some words on the cross above Jesus. The words said, "This is the King of the Jews." People in the crowd bowed down and made fun of Jesus, saying, "He saved others, so let him save himself, if he is God's promised Messiah." One of the men said to Jesus, "If you really are the promised Christ, then save yourself and save us too." The other thief was sorry for all the bad things he had done. God knows that we deserve to pay for what we did, but Jesus has done nothing wrong. "Jesus," he said, "remember me when you come into your kingdom." Jesus answered, "I tell you truthfully that today you will be with me in paradise." The man was forgiven, and his heart was filled with peace and joy because he believed that Jesus was the Messiah, the Son of God. So sometimes this is kind of a hard story to understand. So this is part of what we read on Good Friday every year when we reflect on when Jesus was crucified. So they put the King of the Jews above Jesus on the cross because that was his crime. He was being crucified by the Romans and the Pharisees ultimately because he was proclaiming God and not in the way they were used to. So that's why. So there was two thieves on either side of them, and he talked to them while he was on the cross. But think about that. That has to be incredibly hard. Be able to have a conversation with someone while you were nailed to the cross, right? But Jesus forgave the thieves on the cross with him and said they would be in paradise with him the next day, which shows us that God is always going to forgive us and God is always going to be there for us no matter what we do in our lives. No matter if we do bad things, we can always go back to God, and that's why God sent Jesus to die on the cross for us. So we're going to do a fun craft with a cross today. For this craft, all you need is Scotch tape, some markers, and a piece of paper. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape, I'm going to get a pretty long piece of it, and I'm going to put it down on my paper. And then I'm going to get another long piece, I'm going to put it right next to it. Overlap it with my first piece of tape just a little bit. This one time I went a little bit longer, so I'm going to rip off that extra tape. And then I'm going to take a little bit more, and I'm going to put it going the other way to make a cross. Once I've done that, you can take your markers. You can pick whatever colors you want. I'm going to start with green because green is my favorite color. And you can just color the whole piece of paper with the different colors that you picked. So I have some green, I have some blue, I have orange, and then I have some red. So I'm just kind of using all the colors of the rainbow. I'll put some purple on it. So you can color as much or as little of the paper as you want. Just make sure you color everywhere where you had tape. I'm going to color in most of my paper with different colors. And then I'll put a little bit more blue over here. And then I'm going to carefully find my tape. This is kind of hard, so you have to be really careful when you're doing this. And carefully peel it up. Try not to rip your paper. So once I get all the tape off of it, you can probably guess what is going to be on my paper. In the middle where I put all that tape. What shape are you starting to see? That's right, it's a cross. Oops, my paper ripped a little bit there. It's okay, so I'm going to start it. So sometimes your tape might rip, you just have to keep working at it to get it all off. Oop, this one's being particularly tricky for me. There we go. So now I just have to get the other side of my cross. There we go. Now you can see your cross on your colored in paper. I hope you had a great time listening to the story and doing your craft this week, and I'll see you in Sunday school. Bye!